Hi, I'm Cassidy Kramer, and today we're talking about the Academy of the Holy Angels in Demorest, New Jersey. It's an all-girls Catholic school that prides itself on building a strong foundation for its students continue on into the future. Today we have Principal Jean Miller with us, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the school.
Hello, my name is Jean Miller. This is my 6th year as principal at Academy of the Holy Angels. Holy Angels is a girls' private Catholic school in northern Bergen County, New Jersey. It has been in existence since 1879, and it is run not by the Catholic Diocese, but by the School Sisters of Notre Dame. They have many schools worldwide. I've actually had the pleasure of visiting some of them, and we are just one of their many schools. We also have a school and a university in Baltimore.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe about your background and your family?
Sure. I am a mother of 2 children, but I had my start myself at Holy Angels. I'm a graduate. At that time, if you had said to me, someday you will be principal of this school, I would not have believed it, nor would have anyone else. But over the years, I became an English teacher, and I did find my way back to Holy Angels. I didn't think I'd stay there, but once I started teaching there and started living the mission of the school, the mission that I so deeply believe in, it was very difficult to even think about leaving. So I never did leave. I raised my children. My daughter went to Holy Angels, so I've been a student and a parent and a teacher and an administrator. I've worn every hat. I have a daughter, Megan, who lives in Alexandria, Virginia, and is married and expecting a child. And I have a son, Thomas, who lives in Hoboken, and I just became a grandmother this past week.
Congratulations, that's so amazing to hear. So let's get into talking about the school.
Sure.
Obviously, becoming principal isn't a linear experience, and not everyone gets to that point. What would you say made you get to this point for yourself?
At some point in my teaching career, I was getting tired. English teachers do a lot of grading papers. It occurred to me that I was only in my 40s at that time, and I thought, I have many years to go before I would retire, and if I'm getting angry about the things that I'm grading and the work that I'm doing, where will I be in 10, 20 years? Mm-hmm. I do believe in education, and I wanted to be my best for students. So I started to question my path, and I thought that I would be an educator for industry. In all of my classes, my different professors, they would say, you know, you're a natural leader, and are you sure you want to go to the industry side? Are you sure? I really see you in education, and you have a gift, and what are you doing? And after the 3rd or 4th person had the same message for me, I started to really look deeper at that possibility. And I realized that being an administrator in a school is teaching adults. In a school setting instead of a business setting. I have half a master's in organizational psychology, and I decided to go. I switched schools. I went to Montclair, got a master's in educational leadership. Then from there, I became a dean of students, and that's in some schools known as the vice principal. I was there for a number of years, and my principal announced her retirement. So I applied for the position, and that's how I ended up where I am.
Oh. What would you say in either position was your best experience at Holy Angel?
Well, my best experience is always working with students and learning from students. I like to consider myself a lifelong learner, and when I'm not learning and stretching, I become bored. So I see myself as a lifelong learner. I'm always stretching to learn, but students come along and they teach me things. So that is my best experience. And I would also say, I hear people all the time concerned about the state of affairs in our country. And they hear negative news all the time. They're always hearing negative things. And I say, I have so much hope for the future. I'm excited for the future because the young people I know and come across with every day they're so intelligent. They have so much going for them, and I really think that they can fix a lot of the problems that we've put in their path.
Were there any practices that you started because of the pandemic that you plan on continuing?
Yes, there's a number of practices. We were able to pivot to, originally it was completely virtual teaching with students 100% home. Later we moved to a hybrid teaching model. But one thing that we did learn that we did appreciate was our ability to be with our parents a little bit more. It's optimal for for parents who are working in the city or wherever they're working. They don't have to leave their jobs. They might be able to take a lunch hour or take a break, and on their phone or on their screen watch their daughter or watch what's going on in school. So they're with us in a different way. That's not going away.
So what would you say is the diversity like within your school particularly?
You know, I usually surprise people when I tell them that Holy Angels is relatively diverse. We're only 60% with students who would categorize themselves as white. The other were 17% who would categorize themselves as Asian students. So, you know, we're diverse racially. We are diverse religiously. Other students of other faith traditions attend Holy Angels. They do have to take religion classes, but we also teach about other religions and about respecting people of different faith traditions. And our goal is to have young people strengthen their own faith. We're diverse as far as people's financial backgrounds. We have students coming from over 100 towns. So when it's such a regional school, you can have students coming from Jersey City and Hoboken and Franklin Lakes. We've had a student from Brooklyn. We've had a student from Connecticut, from down the shore. Her parents worked in Paramus, so that worked pretty well. But we also have students from varying ability come to Holy Angels. And I know we have a reputation for being a very strong academic school, but our strength really is in teaching the students how to master their time, master and learn their own skills so that they can succeed in the areas that they want to succeed.
What would you say to maybe some Korean American families that are looking into your school now? What advice would you give them?
Oh, please come visit. I don't know if you know, but we opened a middle school this year. So we have a 6 through 8 middle school that's only girls. And we even have a little bit of a waiting list there. So I think visiting for, coming for a tour or visiting for, we have an Angel Showcase Day, getting on our website and seeing when those dates are that they can come and visit. Frankly, just sit with parents and we just talk about what are their concerns, what can we offer. We're always open to meeting with people.
I know that one of your pinnacles for education there is to create confident young women who will make a difference going forward, even out of school. So what steps do you take to kind of ensure that and to encourage them to get to that point?
Our academic platform is very fluid, meaning that students do not have to pick a major or know exactly what they want to do. We want students to come and spend time figuring out who they are, what interests them, what are they passionate about. So we work very hard to keep it as fluid as possible. We have a fully articulated academic program, but to support that academic program, we also have a fully articulated activities program and extracurricular program. We work very hard to give students the opportunity to learn who they are, to try new things. In our classrooms, we ask teachers to make sure that they hear from every student. We want students to learn to use their voice, to speak up, So a teacher will call on every student during the class period. I think the one thing about a school like Holy Angels is a student is learning for life. She's learning to love to learn. And if a student wants to learn, it's a safe environment for them. I think in a lot of schools, students are too caught up in just trying to get to they're always worried about the next step. I just got to get into a good college. But I think we focus on the whole person and learning for life.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming in with us today,
Thank
Jean.
you. Thank you very much.